Hello and welcome to English coaching class. I'm your English teacher, Syed Ashikur Rahman. Students, today is Friendship Day. So I hope you have enjoyed your Friendship Day. So I hope it would be a good day for you, and it would be a mesmerizing day, a remembrance day. You could have remembered this day will be forever in your life. You could remember it because har ek friends zaruri hota hai. So with this idea, with the concept that our topic we are going to discuss, that is Indigo. That today I am going to do a recapitulation or summary or sum up of the session, the chapter known as Indigo, written by Louis Fischer. Okay, written by Louis Fischer. We will be discussing the same topic, that is Indigo. Okay, so we will be discussing the same topic, Indigo, and here after discussion in a sum up way, I'll be discussing questions and answer with you students. So today is a sum up class and question answer discussion class. So students, let me bring the screen on the same page of Indigo where we'll do the sum up session today. Okay. So before going for the bringing the screen, I request you that please subscribe my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon button and thumbs up. Okay, and share as much as possible. Share and care. Do share the video as much as possible. Okay, so let's go to that same page and just hold your patience, hold your nerves. Yeah, here's on your screen. Chapter name is Indigo, written by Louis Fischer, a well-known Jewish-American journalist of 1950s. He wrote Mahatma Gandhi's biography, The Life of Mahatma Gandhi, on which the Oscar-winning film Gandhi was based. Okay, on this topic, the Oscar-winning movie Gandhi was based, and this is the man, Louis Fischer, who was presented, who was shared his personal collected information, that what he has collected from Gandhiji, that have been shared in his book. In this book, Fischer details Gandhi's struggle for the independence against the South African government and the fight against British rule in India. Gandhi helped free India people from British rule through non-violence and truth, called Satyagraha, and he is honored by Indians as the father of nation. Okay, he is honored as what? Father of nation. We know this is the man whose rules, whose philosophy, whose propaganda, whose teaching, everything in a friendly manner. And on the day of Friendship Day, we are going to get the information of the same man known as Gandhiji, Mahatma Gandhi, the father of nation, honored by Indians, and he is proud of all Indians, that is Mahatma Gandhi. So today's lesson is dealing with the same person, that is Mahatma Gandhi. And about the lesson, Indigo is the story of Gandhiji decided to urge the departure of Britishers from our motherland. So this is all about the story where Gandhi has decided to take out the Britishers from our motherland, that is India. This chapter is an excerpt from the Louis Fischer's book, The Life of Mahatma Gandhi, the biography of Mahatma Gandhi. From this is a chapter, this is a glimpse, a piece, a short synopsis, we can say, a chapter has been taken from his book. It is an account of British high-headedness and oppression and the contribution made by the masses to the freedom movement. So it is an account, it's a real life experience shared by Gandhi to Louis Fischer. And that has been jotted down, that has been written down by the British high-headedness and oppression and contribution made by the masses of freedom movement, and all have joined together to revolt against the British. That is the message, that accounts we are going to look into it here. The events and the facts in the chapter help the reader understand the method of Gandhian activism very clearly. his methods of dealing with people, his methods of dealing with the problems, his methods of dealing with the people and mixing with the people, his methods of dealing in the court, his methods of dealing in the law. He has his different method in each and every aspect of scenario that we are going to get in our life. Okay, so this is the man who will be example in each and every moment of our life. So this is all we are going to read about Gandhi from the chapter named as title as Indigo. Okay, so here are the theme points that we are going to discuss today. Indigo deals with the battle between oppressor and the oppressed, the one who is giving the problem, creating the problem, and the problem who is faced by who is getting it. So this is a battle between them. Is an uneven battle. It is an uneven battle. You see, there is an even fight, uneven fight, weaker section, stronger section fight. So similarly, this was uneven battle. Issue of indigo harvesting and high-landed attitude of Britishers becomes a road to freedom for the sharecroppers. What is that? The issue of indigo harvesting and high-handed attitude of Britishers becomes a road to freedom for the sharecroppers. They are oppressed situation, harvesting, pressurizing Indians to come under the treaty that they were making. They were making a bond, they were making a system, and these Indians during that time of Champaran have to follow it. The only way out to win it is to develop qualities like self-reliance, strong will means willpower, and courage. Okay, so these are three things what is talking from the chapter. Develop qualities like self-reliance. We have to develop self-reliance, atmanirvata. What the Gandhi is talking about, we should be self-reliance. Okay, strong will and courage. So these are three things we must develop, then only we can win for the developed qualities, or we can win, overcome. This is the only thing that Gandhi did to overcome the problem of poor people of Champaran. Most openly and stand up against injustice of any kind, not accept it lying down. Okay, what is saying here? Most openly stand up against injustice by any kind of injustice. So he was there with the people. Not accept it lying down. Not accepting lying down means, yeah, not accept it lying down. He's not accepting the weakness, or they were not surrendering. That part he was working with the people. Okay, most openly stand up against injustice. He was openly standing up. And accept is lying down means he was coming into that so softly he was doing it. No harsh, no revolt, no fight, no violence, but he was very much shocked. Lying down symbolized and down to earth. Okay. Yes. I hope students you have understood till here. Next one. Persistence and patience of Gandhiji's. Persistence and patience of Gandhiji helps him in procuring justice for the peasants. Persistence and patience means continually working on something and with patience that helped Gandhi to give freedom, free with the problem that they were facing. Means this the problem who were facing the problem? The peasants were facing the problems. Okay, next talks about the need to fight our own battles in the time of adversity inserted of depending on others. So what is that? Talks about the need to fight. See, when we need to speak for our rights, we must speak about it. Our own battles in time of adversity instead of depending on other. Our problems, we should sort out our own problem. We should come up, we should open up, we should join, we should bring up those people who can stand up instead of depending on others. If we depend on others, then it is our problem. We're not able to solve our problem. We are thinking that someone will help us. That's a misconception. Never anyone will help us. You are the only one who can bring yourself, or you can bring yourself to overcome your own problem. Okay, you can't tell anyone help. Someone can show you path, but one cannot bring you your own satisfaction, what you can give to yourself with your understanding. Okay. So next one, it is very important to be first free of any kind of fear. It is very important so that we are able to see it, that a poet is talking about, the writer is talking about, to be first free of any kind of fear. First free of any kind of fear. Okay. So whatever the fear we are having, so we must free from that. Okay. The poet is, or the writer is talking about. Next, the account is also reflection of efforts made by Gandhiji to improve the health condition as well as social and cultural life of peasants. So what is the efforts? What are the steps taken by Gandhi to improve the health condition as well as the social and cultural life of the peasants? So these are the points we need to keep in our mind. Carries a universal message, carries a universal message for all to adapt to. These are the universal message that we must adapt in ourselves to overcome our problems. So this is a universal message. He worked out in a universal way for all the problems for the peasants. But similar way, these formulas can be inserted into the common people, anyone's life. Then they can bring easy solution with the same formula. Okay. So now let's deal with the sum up session of the chapter. This was the theme points. I hope students are able to understand the theme point. Now we are coming to the main point. That is first point, Rajkumar Shukla, who was a poor sharecropper from Champaran, wishing to meet Gandhiji. He was wishing to meet Gandhiji. Okay, so we are able to see the first character that is coming up from Champaran, that is Rajkumar Shukla. Second character we are able to see, that is the main thing, he is meeting whom? Gandhiji. Rajkumar Shukla, an illiterate but resolute, hence followed Gandhiji Lucknow, Kanpur, Ahmedabad, Calcutta, Patna, Muzaffarpur, and then Champaran. Okay, so he followed Gandhi, he joined Gandhiji, he followed Gandhi to Lucknow, then Kanpur, then Ahmedabad, to his ashram. From ashram, he joined till Calcutta, then Patna, Muzaffarpur, and then Champaran. He brought him back, he brought him to Champaran to sort out his problem. Okay. Servants as Rajendra's Prasad resident thought Gandhi to be an untouchable. Okay, students, I have described the situation why he was thinking as untouchable in the part of session. Because Rajkumar Shukla was a peasant, human, sharecropper, a poor farmer, and he was untouchable in that time. So Gandhi joined him, and the people at the Rajendra Prasad house or resident, they know whom? They know about Rajkumar Shukla. So they thought he's a companion to Rajkumar Shukla. He is also a what? Sharecropper or a poor peasant. That's why they even allow him to take anything from that bucket or anything. Okay, so here the lines are given. Gandhiji considered as untouchable because of simple living lifestyle. Okay, simple living lifestyle. Yes, simple living style and wearing due to the company of Rajkumar Shukla. So he was with whom? He was with Rajkumar Shukla, and Gandhiji was having simple living, simple lifestyle, simple wearing. So it may be the reason, or it is the reason, though these people thought Gandhiji as a what? Sharecropper, as a companion to Rajkumar Shukla or a friend of Rajkumar Shukla. That's where they did not treat him properly. Okay, decided to go to Muzaffarpur first to get detailed information about Champaran sharecropper. So he went with Rajkumar Shukla with Patna, and then he visited to Muzaffarpur to get the detailed information about Champaran. Then sent telegram to J.B. Kriplani and stayed in Professor Malkani's home, a government servant. So he was a government servant, Professor Malkani. Then we can see Indians afraid to show sympathy to the supporters of Home Rule. Those who are supporting the Home Rule refers to the Indians, and those who are supporting them, okay, and those were the rulers who was ruling the India during that time, Britishers. So they were against the Britishers. So that is the main problem. Government job people were not aligning, were not giving the what sympathy towards those who were the supporters of Home Rule. Okay, so Gandhiji was supporting this poor peasants. So that's why it was a difficult thing for Malkani, but Malkani did it. Malkani allowed him to stay in his home. Okay. Next, the next part is coming up. Here the Gandhiji is cheated. Okay, next is the news of Gandhi's arrival spread. So he visited to Muzaffarpur first, and then his visit information was shared to each and everyone. Means all the sharecroppers got gathered with getting the information. Their hero, their champion, their what leader is already there in Muzaffarpur. A large number to meet the champion. So large gathering, a huge mass arrived to Muzaffarpur by walk and talk. Okay. Gandhi cheated after meeting there with the people. Gandhi scolded Muzaffarpur lawyers for taking high fee. They were charging high to these poor peasants. They were demanding a heavy fee from these poor peasants. Champaran district was divided into estate owned by English people, Indians only tenant farmers. Okay, so this estate were divided into estates owned by English people. The owner were English people, and Indian only tenants farmer. Indian, what were they? They were tenants farmer. Means they were the farmers over there. Okay, they were the poor farmers. Landlords compelled tenants to plant 15% of their own land. So they were forced. What were forced? To do the 15% of their land with Indigo and surrender their entire harvest as rent. Okay, to surrender entire harvest as rent. That was what? The treaty done by Britishers to hit Indians. In the meantime, German has developed synthetic indigo. In the meantime, German has developed a synthetic indigo. British landlords freed the India farmers the 15% arrangement, but asked them to pay compensation. Okay, so what happened? The British landlords will give you 15% free, means that will be free on the payment, means you don't need to give that's not compulsory. You must go for investing on the 15% of your land with the part of indigo. You have to plant indigo and you have to grow indigo. So that compensation of that criteria is cancelled. With what? You must pay with some money. Okay, so that was the criteria. What happened? Many signed, some registered and engaged lawyers. Many signed it, some registered, means some stand opposite to the people of Britishers, and some engaged lawyers. Landlords hired thugs. They paid people and they were there to show them red eyes, not to go to the court with the law courts. Gandhiji reached Champaran, visited Secretary of the British Landlord and Association to get facts, but denied as he was an outsider. So he first visited to a Secretary of British Landlord, then the people declared that he's an outsider. So they denied to share any information to outsider, that is Gandhiji. Gandhiji went to the British Official Commission. Then after his denial from the secretary, now Gandhiji went to the commissioner, who asked him to leave Tirut. So commissioner, what did commissioner do? You leave immediately Tirut. Gandhiji disobeyed, went to Motihari, the capital of Champaran, where a vast multitude greeted him, continued his investigation. Then he processed his checking investigation was continued. Visited a maltreated villager, stopped by the police superintendent, but disobeyed the order. So police superintendent stopped him, okay, and gave the order that not to go, served a notice not to go to that place. Motihari black with the peasants' spontaneous demonstration. Gandhi released with bail, without bail, civil disobedience movement. So after what disobey, he did not obey what the notice was served by the court, and he was taken to the court. And after that, what was the condition? He was benefited, or he got success. And his first civil disobedience movement, first he got success in civil disobedience movement. Okay, so next line talking about Gandhiji agreed to 25% refund of landlord. See, first step is getting success. Second, he agreed to refund of 25% by the landlord. It symbolized that surrender of the prestige, and he asked that it symbolized that surrender the prestige. I agree with the 25%, but don't think that I don't have other demands. So the demand, it symbolized the surrender of prestige. It symbolized the surrender the prestige. So be careful of what we can say. He is discussing. Gandhiji agreed to 25%, and he's asking give them or return them, these people, their prestige. Return them their prestige. So my demand will be fulfilled. Okay, so that this was the Gandhi style. And what happened? What is the result? Gandhiji worked hard towards social economic reforms, elevated their disrest, aided by his wife Mahadev Desai Narhari Parikh. So what happened? So Gandhi just understood the high time or need of the what social reformation. He did it and elevated their distress, aided by wife. Okay, so now the wife also visited, that is Kasturabai, and the people also who were the people visited as a teacher, Mahadev Desai, Narhari Parikh. Gandhiji taught us a lesson of self-reliance by not seeking help of an Englishman, Mr. Andrews. So he is asking not to take the help of Englishman, that is Mr. Andrews. So this is all about the chapter that I have done in details. This is a summary or sum up session or recapitulation of the chapter we have done it, students. Now comes to the question answer part. Let's discuss the question answer. Let's discuss the question answer. Students, be active and try to understand. How did Shukla succeed in persuading Gandhiji to visit Champaran? Rajkumar Shukla was tenacious and resolute person. He was determined, okay, and a resolute person who was very much resolute, who was very much fixed set of mind, okay, a determined person who want to sort out his problem. He kept on pressing Gandhi to visit Champaran till he finally agreed to do it. Until as he was with the Gandhi, until as the Gandhi was not agreed, he did not leave his place, and Gandhi joined him. So he left the place. After meeting Gandhi the first time at Lucknow, he followed him everywhere, right up to Sabarmati Ashram. His resoluteness, his convincing nature, urged Gandhi to yield. Is urged Gandhi, touched Gandhi to yield, to touch Gandhi to see the place what is at present. Okay, comes to the next question. What problems were Champaran indigo sharecroppers facing? What problems were Champaran's indigo sharecroppers facing? What did the peasants pay to the British landlord as rent? The Champaran indigo sharecroppers were the victims of injustice of the landlord system in Bihar. Most of the arable land in Champaran belonged to English landlords who compelled their Indian tenants to plant indigo in 15% of their holding. They demanded the entire harvest as rents and thereby increased their poverty and misery. So students, here both the questions formation is different, but the answer is one. The question formation is different, but the answer is only one. Students, you can understand how the questions are framed. Okay, see the next question. Why did Gandhiji visit Muzaffarpur on his way to Champaran? Who received him there? Shukla had given a fairly detailed account of injustice meted out to the indigo sharecropper of Champaran by the British landlords. However, Gandhiji wished to gather more information about the issue to have a better insight into the problem. Hence, he visited Muzaffarpur. Then he was received by J.B. Kripalani and large number of students. Okay, how did Gandhiji visit Muzaffarpur? On his way to Champaran. Who received him? So these is the total details of all the questions given in the part of question answer. Next question. What episode in Patna showed Gandhi the existence of a rigid caste system? Shukla took Gandhi to Patna. He led him to the house of a lawyer, Rajendra Prasad, who was out of town. But the servants recognized Shukla as a poor indigo peasant. So they let him and his companion Gandhi stay on his premises. They presumed him to be another peasant. Okay, they understood, or they made a mind, they made a setup that that is another peasant. Okay, to be another peasant. They thought Gandhi was an untouchable as he was not permitted. Okay, he was not permitted to draw water from the well for fear that some other drops from his bucket may pollute the entire well. Okay, so this is another reason. What was their concern? What was their fear? This is the another reason. Why was Gandhiji impressed with Rajkumar Shukla's tenacity and determination? Rajkumar Shukla, the Champaran sharecropper, requested Gandhiji in congressation in Lucknow to fix a day to visit Champaran, where the sharecroppers were subjected to injustice, where the sharecroppers were subjected to injustice. Till Gandhiji fixed a date, he did not leave him rather. Okay, so he was with the Gandhiji until as Gandhi did not fix a date, he did not leave this support of the part of Gandhi. Wherever he went, Gandhiji was impressed by his tenacity and determination, and finally agreed to go there after Calcutta. Okay, so this is style of Gandhiji, Rajkumar Shukla. Okay, how the Rajkumar Shukla impressed Gandhi, and Gandhi kept his word and he visited to. Okay, so next question. Why did Gandhiji cheat the lawyers who represented the interest of group of sharecroppers of Champaran? Gandhi cheated the lawyer for collecting big fees from the sharecroppers to fight their case in lower or law courts. He felt taking their case to law courts would do little good when they were so crushed and fear-stricken. So his first priority was to free them from fear. So this was first priority, to make free from fear. These people will be solving their own issues by themselves. They don't need anything. So Gandhi was doing the first thing, that is clearing the fear from their mind. Okay. Number 7, what were the condition of sharecroppers of Champaran? The peasants of Champaran were tenants of British landlords. They work under the British landlords. Under long-term sharecropping arrangements, they were growing indigo on 15% of their holding and surrendering the harvest as rent to the British landlord. But when indigo price fell due to synthetic indigo developed in Germany, the landlords obtained agreement from the peasant to pay them compensation when some of the peasants resisted and fought their court. Okay, fought their case in the court. So this is the system, or this was the thing that happened with them. When someone is forcefully is applying someone is a fool, they accept it, and someone is what? Clever, they rebel for the situation. Okay, so the same thing, people who rebelled for the thing, they were in a different situation. Next question: what made British realize that Indian could challenge their might hitherto unquestioned? Okay, so what made Britisher realize, and how did the Britisher realize? The spontaneous demonstration around the courthouse by the peasants of Motihari. By the peasants of Motihari, on knowing that Gandhiji was in trouble, was the beginning of the liberation from the fear of the British, which made British realize that now the Indians can challenge their might. So in this way, if we describe this part, in this way British can challenge, or in this way Indian can challenge the Britishers. Okay. Next question: how did Gandhiji make the peasant fearless and self-reliant? Gandhiji made the peasant fearless by letting them know about their rights, fighting their case by obtaining the refund of compensation made in the British landlords who were behaving as lords above the law. Okay, so indicating the last part of the chapter, how the people behave it and how they can get the thing done properly. Okay, so when you are in a self-reliant, so this was this message or thing taught by Gandhiji at the end. Now comes to the long question. Students, I need this taking the help of the points. You must write and show me. Why do you think Gandhi considered the Champaran episode to be a turning point in his life? Here are the points I'm sharing to you on the screen. Students, I request you, or I give you the information. Do help yourself in writing the answer of this question. Okay, as it is a long question. Here are the value points. You can take a screenshot of these value points here, students. Here, Champaran peasants suffered exploitation, injustice, atrocities at the lands of British landlords. Till here, you can take a screenshot. Yeah. So you may take the screenshot, and it will help you to write the answer in a proper way. Okay. So it will help you to answer write the answer in a proper way, students. And definitely do take this points shared here. Next question. Why did Gandhiji consider freedom from free more important than legal justice for the poor peasants of Champaran? So you have to justify this by giving certain points. And this is the reference points are here. Write it down take the snapshot and write it down, or write it down. Take the snapshot and later on you can write it down and show me in your copy. Okay. And you can WhatsApp me the answers. I can look into it, what you have done it, and I'll reward you back. I'll send you the back message. Okay. So students, take the snapshot of this page, and next comes the further points of the same answer. Yeah. Take the screenshot quickly. Take the screenshot, and we'll be going to the switching to the next question. Okay. Yeah. On the basis of your reading of the account of Champaran Indigo, write a brief character sketch of Mahatma Gandhi. Yeah, this is another long question. Do take a screenshot, points, and do write the long answer and show me, students. Do write the long answer. Again, I've discussed all the short answer with you right now, question answer, and I want that you must go for writing the long answer. Okay, students. Here the value points, take snapshot. This long answer points are here to take the snapshot. Okay, and write it down in the proper paragraphs, 3 to 4 paragraphs, and show to me. Okay, and definitely it will help you when you will make yourself correct your answers. Write it down and make yourself practice, and students, you will improve. Otherwise, improve is very difficult. Practice means correct practice or perfect practice. When you improve, you will just practice the wrong ideas and wrong informations, you cannot improve, students. Okay, so the short questions practice, take the screenshot and just share to me, students. Write the answers. Here are the few short questions I've shared you, and do write it down. Move few. Okay, move till question number 9. Here it's one more value based question. Okay, only this much question I'm giving you. Do take it. Please do the question again. Okay, last question. Yeah, here are the questions. Do take it. First, take the screenshot of this part, students. Then I'll show you the rest questions. These are the short questions and long question together. Okay, where value based is written. Next page I'm showing you right now. Yeah, this page. See, when value based is written the below, this is what? This is a long question. Okay, I hope the bottom page is visible. Yeah, these are the questions, total questions. Okay, so I hope take it down. Do practice, students. I'm repeating it. Do practice and show me. If you have any difficulties, if you're writing your best answers, show me, improve your writing, and make it yourself. Prepare for the examination. Whenever any examination will come to you, you can answer in the best way. Okay, students. So this is all about the sum up session or recapitulation session of the chapter Indigo, written by Louis Fischer. This on the Friendship Day, the technology of the system of Gandhi, what we are able to learn in this class. Okay, so this is a message of Gandhi, the system of Gandhi, the rules of Gandhi, we have learned it. The next class tomorrow, we will be going some new topic, some new discussion, and definitely it will help you. And to wait and watch, wait for the video to be coming tomorrow in the evening. Okay, thank you students, and I hope you have understood the sum up session. And the next class, same time, we will be meeting again. And thank you all of you. And before going sign out, I will request, I will inform you students, just don't forget to subscribe my channel in YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to press the thumbs up. Okay, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Even whatever the videos I'll be uploading, you can get it in a clear manner. Okay students, so this is all about today's class. That today's classes was, I hope, a friendly, a memorable, that is some obsession by Gandhiji. Okay, and shared by me, of Gandhiji or by Gandhiji, and shared by me to you about Gandhiji. Okay, so thank you all of you. Bye bye, take care, and catch me tomorrow, same channel, same time. Thank you. Bye bye. Good day. Good night.